Thanks for coming, guys. Thank you very much.
I understand we've been talking mostly on the gang situation. A lot of things a lot of people don't also know about the gang situation, like when you have immigrants who come in from other countries, a lot of them their military recruits at like 13 or 14 years of age. So when a lot of those El Salvadorians, a lot of them come here, they're already military trained, which we've seen how they've taken out a couple of SWAT officers already. So, you know, our kids don't really have a chance. Number two, when it comes to these other Latino gangs, they have a country financing them and backing them. African Americans don't have a country bankrolling nothing they do.
We don't need that.
They don't have that at all. So
we don't need it.
But that's not my point. The point
we don't need
the thing is also when these schools break out with these riots with illegal immigrants. Now, if my son was the graffiti on the wall, who's responsible? I am.
And you are.
Well, why aren't those illegal parents responsible for their kids inciting, violating? What is it? What's the act you guys got? The Patriot Act?
That is illegal.
That's illegal. These are laws. These are federal laws that are. It should be simple. See spot, see the ball, see spot. So I don't think our problem is to keep having these meetings where they can do damage, where law enforcement, not taking anything away from you, can do damage control once they realize we're smart enough to build it. I think we need to just file these complaints with the Justice Department and with our city officials. And because this is where we're not going to get anything done, having these meetings. We've been talking about these same things for the last 3 years, and if I remember, since 1986, when I was doing construction work and got beat out because I wouldn't work for minimum wage with no benefits or profit shares. You understand? So that's one issue. The other thing you got here, it seems like illegal immigration is just acting on sovereignty basis now. They just have something, they can get home loans with no Social Security, no FICO score, you know, which was in the Wall Street Journal just on January 5th. That Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, that's draining our resources. We got the school situation messed up, where in Inglewood, smart kids, we got to get permission to get them out of the school because the state wants to take over the school, which drops our test score rates, which drops our property value. The same hospital that I had to take care of my grandmother, she was 90 years old. And Centinela is being bought by somebody who's known to buy them up and close the hospitals down. And when my grandmother was going through the emergency room, the doctor, who happened to be white, said he's overwhelmed, he's tired, he's beat. Then I'm looking in the hallway and you got paramedics and the fire department both falling asleep in the hallway because they're burnt out and rusted. So they're squatting on the resources. Now you got 5 and 6 families in a single family dwelling. The sewer line is screwed up, but you want to raise our water bill. Is it starting to register here? Now you want to file eminent domain. Now you got LAUSD wanting to file eminent domain on our black elderly people so that you can build schools for illegal immigrants. When you know that in our community, that's our voting power, our elderly people.
Third world.
Do you understand? So that's another issue. So this is ethnic racial cleansing. Our elected officials in Linwood, Carson, and Compton are being ousted and being replaced by Latinos. Now,
illegal.
Ted and everybody here would disagree with me, and I don't agree with Ted a lot of times on a lot of things. And he knows that. And I've been accused by black leadership of being a Ted Hayesite. Okay? But this is the truth about it. When you guys come up with your charts, and we were in Deputy Larry Frank's office, and he got to saying, well, the mayor's office, but then we spoke with Larry Frank. Well, same thing you said, the demographics are changing, and 85% of the labor workforce is Latino. Well, that means 85% of the labor workforce are Catholic. Oh, 85% of the medical field between Filipinos and, well, you know, that's Catholic. Baca, Catholic. Delgadillo, Catholic. Villalobos, Catholic. Irish Catholic Bradley. It appears to me that religious wars also constitutes ethnic racial cleansing. And it was the Catholics that was in slavery in the first place. I can go on. Okay. Like your gang in the Richard program.
Yeah, that's nothing. Civil rights organization ain't
No, I
damn.
thought he was doing virtuoso on the violin. And then he started beating that steel guitar without any sound. Now here's what I said. Now, but the last point you talked, don't put the religion into this thing because let me say this because I want you to you can't point a finger at me and call me something that you may not know what I am. Okay, but that's all right. But I want you to know I'm confessing it to you now. I'm a weak Catholic. All right? So they're on everybody else. I'm not there.
Can we please be brief? Hold
Yes,
the question.
at least we got some laughter out of this.
This is good. Okay.
My name is Ramon.
Oh, Lord.
And as I've said and listened, I don't think that we're the community here, how mean-spirited we really are, and how hateful we are in some of our attitudes about other human beings.
Oh, Lord.
Let me make.
Here we go.
I mean, we're talking about human suffering. We're talking about people who may suffer more someplace else and come here where hold on.
Come on, shoot. Make it
human
good.
dignity says that human beings ought to want to be favorable toward any suffering group of people. Okay.
That's a perfect
well, no, it works like
Well, you got it.
that's what human beings are.
Brothers, please, let the man speak. All right? Please.
It's mean-spirited. It's hateful to me. I mean, you got to expect that if folk live in a proximity to California, which Central and Latin America is, you're going to find a large Latin American and Central American community. Okay.
There's still a quota of how many.
Okay. And I tell you, as this black community that we are, that if we still hate when we become anti-immigrant.
Well, everybody hate us.
Okay, I'm not talking about anti-illegal immigrant.
Can we hold on for a moment. Listen, I thought we had agreed on the rules. We're gonna let everyone have an opportunity to speak. Now, if you want to talk personally, we're gonna break up in a few minutes. Then you can have your private conversation. But let's go have it now, please. Okay.
When your father is so-called illegal, and you're illegal, and you don't like my father, I don't make much distinction between you not liking me. So I'm just saying, folks, let's tone the rhetoric and let's become decent human beings. That's all I